Okay, in this session, we'll consider the use of English language, especially with reference to the vocabulary development. So, first we'll go to sequence words. So, we'll see what is a sequence word. So, sequence word actually helps us to understand the order in which an event occur in a story or a passage. So, these words actually help us to explain about the different events in a proper sequence. Whether this event has happened at the starting of the story, whether this has happened towards the middle, or whether this has happened towards the end. So they tell us things that what happened first, what happened next, and what happened that was unexpected. And these are known as time order words, and this actually signals the order in which the events actually happened. So, example, if you take the word first or the word today, these are words normally we use at the beginning of a story. So, what these words signal is that the story is starting. The word first and today actually starts with signal, gives a signal that the story is starting. Now we'll see some of the commonly used words, sequence words, that is used at the beginning, middle, and the ending of a story. There are also words that are used at other places also. So we'll see some of the words that are used at the beginning of a passage. To begin, starting with, initially, originally, at the beginning, to start with. These are some of the words that are used at the beginning of a passage of a story. And we go towards the middle portion. The words like after, consequently, following, in turn, soon after, henceforth. These are words normally used towards the middle. So after means after mentioning something, we are mentioning the things that are happening towards the middle portion. And the words that are normally some of the words that are normally used towards the end are one is finally, in conclusion, in the end, lastly, at the end, ultimately. These are words normally used towards the end of the passage or end of a story. So finally, such and such, or in conclusion, we are concluding the story or we are concluding the passage. The word finally means that these are the final words, and there is nothing after this. That is actually the meaning. So it actually gives the time stamp of the event that is happening in this story. Now we'll go to some of the most misspelled words that are used in English. So this is actually I've taken only the very small collection of words, since there are hundreds of words that are misspelled normally. So I'm taking some examples from that. So one of the words says accommodate. Accommodate spelling is ACCOMMODAT. Normally, one of the M is normally left out, and it is actually wrongly spelled out. Next, another word is known as which. The correct spelling is WHICH. So maybe because of the pronunciation, some people normally misspelled this as WICH, or that is normally given as the wrong spelling of this word which. Another word that is used is known as receive. The actual word, the spelling is RECEIVE. It is also normally wrongly spelled as RECIEVE. So next word is until. That is normally misspelled as UNTILL. The correct spelling is actually UNTIL. Only one L is there. And the word is occurred. Occurred. The correct spelling includes OCCURRED. Normally, one of the R's will be R is ignored or that is not used and is wrongly spelled in a different manner. Then there is another word known as separate. The correct spelling is Separate. Normally, it is wrongly spelled as Seperate. Another word that is occasionally spelled wrong is government. The, the actual spelling is Government and is normally wrongly spelled as Government. And definitely is another word that is wrongly spelled. Spelled. The correct spelling is Definitely, and it is wrongly spelled as Definitely. And the word that is normally spelled wrong is address. The correct spelling is Address. And normally one of the D's is left out and it is wrongly spelled as Adress. Now, weather is another word that is wrongly spelled. Whether it can be a weather or a climate condition related word weather. So either of these words is wrongly spelled as WTHER. Then another word is rehearsal. Correct spelling is Rehearsal. It is wrongly spelled as Rehersal. Then you have the word committed. Committed, the correct spelling is COMMITTED. And normally one of the T's is left out and is wrongly spelled as COMMITED. Then another word wrongly spelled is pursue. The correct spelling is PURSUE. And it is normally spelled wrong as PERSUE. Then another word is commission. The correct spelling is COMMISSION. And it is wrongly spelled as COMISSION. Then you have the word receive, which I think I already mentioned. Then you have the word colleague. Colleague, the word is COLLEAGUE. Colleague. That is the correct spelling. It is wrongly spelled as COLLEGUE. Then you have the word advertisement. Advertisement, the correct spelling is ADVERTISEMENT. And it is wrongly spelled as ADVERTISMENT. So these are some of the words that are commonly misspelled, and there are hundreds of words that are misspelled. So over here we can only take few of the words that are commonly misspelled. So now we go to something known as compound word. Now a compound word is a word that is made of two or more smaller words. See, these smaller words may have different meaning, but when it is combined, it has an unique meaning. So compound words have their own unique meaning, and there are three types of compound words. One is known as the open type, there is a closed type, and there is the hyphenated type. So we'll see what's a closed compound word. So as mentioned, compound word is a word that is made of two or more smaller words, and when it is combined together, it will have a unique meaning. So a closed compound word are words that are made of two words, but without a space between these two words. So we cannot identify the two words differently. So since it is taken as a single word with the two words are combined together with no space between. So one of the examples is classroom, where there is no space between. It's a class and room. These are the two words, class and the word room. These two are combined to form the word classroom. Then you have the word known as moonlight, where it consists of the word moon and light. Then sunflower is another word that is where it is combined word of sun and flower. Then you have the notebook, where note and book is combined to form the notebook. Then you have the bookstore, where it consists of book and store, and it is used as a single word as a bookstore. Then you have the word doorknob, which consists of the words door and no. These type of words are known as closed compound words. Then you have some words known as open compound words. Now, open compound words are made of two words with a space between these two words. So, if you take the example, one of the example words is living room, where living is one word and room is another word, and you leave a space between these two, but it is taken together and have a single meaning. Then you have the word real estate. Real, and after that you give a space and write the word estate. Then full moon. Similarly, the full is written and after space you write the word moon and it's taken together. Coffee mug. Coffee mug, similarly, the word coffee and the mug is written with a space between. Then you have the word dinner table. Similarly, it consists of word dinner and table, and you write normally with the space between. Then you have the word ice cream, where ice and cream are two different words that is combined together with a space between. Then you have a third category known as hyphenated compound words, where two or more words are combined with and with a hyphen or joined with a hyphen. So one of the words is example words are long term. So use a hyphen between long and term. Then up to date. It consists of three words: up, to, and date. So you put a hyphen between up and to, and another hyphen between to and date. So that is another word. Then you have the word get together. You put normally after the get you put a hyphen and write the word together. So get hyphen together. So get together is taken as a single word. Similarly, you have the word self-esteem, where after the self you put a hyphen and write the word esteem. Then you have the word mother-in-law. Here there are three words, and you put a hyphen between mother and in, and another hyphen between in and law. So mother-in-law is another word, which is an example of hyphenate compound word. Then you have merry-go-round. Similarly, it consists of three words: merry, go, and round. So you put a hyphen between merry and go, and another hyphen between go and round. Now, if you look at the another topic known as synonyms. So synonym is a word having the same or nearly the same meaning as another word or a phrase. So you will normally find out the similar words here. So anonyms is anonyms are where we find the opposite words with opposite meaning. So here we are considering only the synonyms. So synonym examples we take is one is the word is baffle. Baffle, actually the meanings which are similar to that includes the words confuse and deceive are words that are synonymous to the word baffle. Then you take the word beautiful, and if you look at the synonyms for that word beautiful, the words attractive, pretty, lovely, stunning. These are examples of synonyms for the word beautiful. Then if you take the word bossy, here the synonymous words include controlling, tyrannical, etc. are words that are synonyms of the word bossy. And if you look further to some other words which are synonym words, look at the synonym of the word fair. The words include just, objective, impartial, unbiased. These are words that are synonyms of the word fair. Then you have the word funny. The synonymous words that are uh, synonyms of the word funny are humorous, comical, hilarious, hysterical. These are words that are synonyms of the word funny. Then if you look at the another word, happy, synonyms include content, joyful, mirthful, upbeat. These are examples of the word or synonyms of the word happy. Then if you look at the another word, hardworking, the words like diligent, determined, industrious, enterprising. These are words that are synonyms of word hardworking. Honest is another word, and this if you find some of the synonyms, honorable, fair, sincere, trustworthy. These are synonyms of word honest. Hypocrisy is a word, and if we you look at the synonyms, duplicity, falseness. These are examples of synonyms of hypocrisy. Then you take another word, important. Important word. The synonyms include required, vital, essential, primary, significant, critical. These are words that are synonyms of word important. Then you take another word, intelligent. We look at the synonyms for the word intelligent. Smart is another word, bright, brilliant, sharp. These are words that are synonyms of word intelligent. Then you take another word, rich. The synonyms for that is affluent, wealthy, well off, well to do. These are some of the examples of synonyms. Then if you take another word, positive. The words that are synonyms of the word positive are, one is optimistic, cheerful, starry eyed, sanguine. These are some of the words that are synonyms of the word positive. Now we'll see what is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is actually used when if you want to take some material from one of the sources, but you don't want to use it as such. You have to put it in your way, and you have to use it in your own words. Then that process is known as paraphrase. So paraphrasing is one way to use a text in your own writing without directly quoting a source material. So you can use a text from, you can take the material from one source, but you're not using as such. You're rephrasing and making it into your own words, and then using it. So anytime you're taking an information from a source that is not yours, then you need to specify where you got the information. You have to give the references there. So now your own rendition of essential information and ideas expressed by someone else that is presented in a new form is known as paraphrasing. So you are actually using that material from the source, and you are rephrasing it, and you're actually rewriting that and make it into your way. That is known as rephrasing. So one that is a legitimate way to borrow from a source. So it is actually different from summary. Summary is actually is concisely, if you're writing down the main points of a passage, and where you are condensing on it, coming to a single main idea. Here, it is not a summary, it's actually more than that. It is actually it's a wider thing than a summary. So, you are actually quoting and bringing the main idea that is present that source material, and presenting the whole idea in your own words. Okay, now we'll see how you can paraphrase uh, from a source. So we'll see what are the different steps for an effective paraphrasing. If you want to paraphrase it properly, there are certain steps. One is you have to become familiar with the passage which you want to paraphrase. So reading again and again, and until you understand the full meaning of the passage is the first step. So reread the original passage until you understand its full meaning is the first step. So after that, then you have to keep the original aside. You have to keep it aside, and you have to write your paraphrase on a notebook or a note card. You have to write the paraphrase in your own words. You have to write that what you have understood from that passage in a notebook. Then jot down a few words below that your paraphrase to remind you later how you en- envision using this material. At the top of the note card, write a keyword or phrase to indicate the subject of your paraphrase. So this is the third step. Then check your rendition with the original. So compare what you have written and what was the original source, and make sure that your version actually expresses all the essential information in the new form. And after paraphrasing, if you see that your version is entirely different from your source, then it does not serve your purpose. If you want to paraphrase something, you have to understand the original passage and you have to put it in your own writing so that the original, your writing actually represent all the ideas that was presented in the original passage. So you can use quotation marks to identify any unique term or phraseology you have borrowed exactly from the source. So in certain cases, you will have to use certain phrases as such. So in that case, you have to put quotation marks and put that phrase or a term there in your uh, paraphrase, so that you can identify that as thing that is taken from the original source. So then record the source, including the page, on your note card so that you can credit it easily if you decide to incorporate the material into your paper. And if you have to record the source, and in some cases you will have to mention where you have taken the material or what is the original source of this material. So for that purpose, you have to note down what is the source you have taken down on your notebook or a note card. You have to mention it. So that is about the phrase. So then we'll come to a different topic known as verbal analogy. We must have known what is the word analogy. Analogy means similarity that is drawn between two different but sufficiently similar events, situations, or circumstances. Analogy normally it is drawn between maybe two different things. You'll be drawing the similarities between that two different things. So that may be events, that may be situations, or that may be circumstances. So verbal analogy means you're drawing a similarity between one pair of words and another pair of words. So you have two words in one you are comparing two words with another two words. So there is a pair of one pair of words, you are comparing that pair with another pair of words. So verbal analogy draws a similarity between one pair of words and another pair of words. So the example, if you look at the one pair of words, is one is pain and sedative. So what we are going to do is we are looking word that is similar to the pair of words pain and sedative. Normally for exams and competitive exams, normally they will be asking about verbal analogy and they will be giving some options. So from that options you have to choose a pair of words that closely relates to the pair given in the question. So if you look at the pair pain and sedative, one of the close options may be grief and consolation. So you may know that to reduce the pain or to remove the pain, normally use sedatives. And similarly, if you want to remove grief, or reduce your grief, you have to be consoled. And so grief and consolation is similar to the word pain and sedatives. Similarly, if you look at the word light and blind, maybe the blind cannot identify the presence of light. So similarly, you look at a similar pair, that is speech and dumb is another pair that is similar to this one. A dumb person cannot speak. So speech and dumb is the pair that is similar to this pair. Another example is one is pork and pig. So you know that the pork is actually the meat of the pig. So similarly, one similar pair that is similar to that is mutton and sheep. The meat of the mutton, meat of the sheep is known as the mutton. So it's actually similar type of pair of words. Similarly, another is after and before. So if you look at the similar words, one of the words is successor. Successor means one comes after one person is known as successor, and one who has come before a particular person is known as predecessor. So after and before can be compared closely with this pair, successor and predecessor. Another pair is distance and mile. So the unit of distance is mile, and if we look at the similar word, one another word is liquid and liter. So liquid and liter, this actually the unit of liquid is volume of the liquid is given in liters, and unit of distance is given in miles. Normally that is not the modern system. The modern system we have used kilometers. So here for this purpose we use the first pair is distance mile, and this and another similar pair is liquid and liter. Okay, now we'll these are the some of the uh, main usages and some of the terms normally used in English language. Okay, thank you very much.